Good morning, everyone. Hi, May the 4th, Monday, day 49. Stay safe at home. Ron Crider, your faithful servant here at the Victoria and Indian River shores. Love all those likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Keep them coming. Click the like right now. Click the little like button right now. Really would appreciate it. These likes are the fuel that keeps my engine going. The likes are kind of like the tip for you viewing this. I see the number of views out there. I can't tell exactly who you are, but I see the views. But the likes are kind of like an extra tip, and I really do appreciate it very much. Shout out today to Mike Babcock and Veronica in Oklahoma City. They're watching. Andy Pizzi, he's my son-in-law up in North Carolina. Elizabeth, Susan, Ann, Chris, and Robert, a few of my next-door neighbors. You're my faithful, faithful viewers. And, of course, George Ed. George Ed's always there. Thank you so much, guys. I do appreciate you watching, and I hope this is of service to you. Our weather for today, for Monday, great weather day. Sunny all day, 64 degrees at 5:30. No rain in our forecast. Warmer today, high 86. Less wind, around 5 miles per hour. More humid today, near 86. Warmer this week, then a cool wave moves in later on in the week. So Daniel from Central Beach thinks that these reports may be more important now than originally, hopefully trying to bring these numbers steadily down. Only time will tell. Until then, I'm going to continue to do these, and you're absolutely right. And I'll tell you right off the bat, I'm not terribly happy with the numbers that I'm seeing. Big day, phase 1 kicks in today for restaurants, golf courses, boat ramps, and retail. 25% capacity inside, social distancing space outside, no parties over 10. I personally think older folks like me, I'm 79, need to sit this one out a little bit longer. Let's get these numbers down a little bit more. No phase 1 for Dade, Broward, or Palm Beach counties yet. And based on the current numbers, obviously, I think that's a really good decision. Several COVID-19 antibody tests have been authorized for public use, but so far, their accuracy has been iffy. A new set of tests created by Roche Laboratories and cleared by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration for emergency use May 3rd significantly ups the standard. Roche announced that its test is 100% accurate at detecting COVID-19 antibodies and 99.8% accurate at ruling out the presence of those antibodies, meaning only 1 in 500 tests will get a false positive. Antibody tests use blood samples to assess whether a person has been previously infected, so they're useful to determine the true spread of COVID-19. This is probably a really good thing. Roche Laboratories is an excellent operation. I believe they're Swiss-based. Anything that happens in Switzerland generally is pretty good. They don't seem to have an attitude over there. They just try to get things done and do them right and make them really well. I love Switzerland. Could be my second home. All righty, folks, the numbers today, we're going to jump into those in just a second. Not necessarily what we have been hoping for. Sorry about that. We'll take a look at them. Not coming down quite as fast as we would expect them to. Alrighty, folks, let's jump into these numbers. Here we are with the big numbers first for the state of Florida. Total people tested, 429,970. Tested positive, 36,078. And tested negative, 392,111, 8.4%. Now we're going to go over here to the next screen that we're learning how to use a little bit better now. As I said, 36,078. The deaths so far, 1,379. We have hospitalizations of 6,035. Let's take a look over here. As of the April the 30th, that would be 22 deaths reported. So these are lagging back just a little bit. This is April the 30th, 22 deaths. The previous day before that was 26. And now I'm going to move into the county-by-county cases. And once we get to the county-by-county cases, we can get just a little bit better look here. But this shows that on new cases that were added, these were new cases that were added here in the state of Florida. Look at this number. This is 648. Is it coming down? Well, it's coming down. It's better than the 1,300 we had on April the 3rd. And then there was another peak of 1,200 on April the 23rd. And then another big peak, 995 on April the 30th. So yeah, it's a lot less than that, but it's still up there pretty high. As you look how fast it ramped up and look how fast it's coming down. And this one spike in here on the 23rd was really bad. Yes, it looks like it is coming down. And remember, today is opening day here in the state of Florida for phase one. But I'm not sure that I'm really excited about this. So you get a good idea of exactly what's going on. You can take up here and look at the gender. This is for the entire state of Florida. It's about 50-50 between men and women. Now, you'll notice in some counties it's a little more, in some counties it's a little less. The median age here in Florida is 52.5 years. Okay, folks, so let's go to Indian River County. Our county, Indian River County, for Vero Beach. 10 positive non-residents. Now, this is what I was telling you about. This is not good. This is one of the reasons why I say we still need to continue to stay at home if we can. Do the best you can for that, because we had 5 new cases on May the 2nd. Not good. 4 new cases on May the 2nd. And then previous to that, we were having ones and zeros, and all of a sudden it has popped up. So we need to be very careful. 10 positive non-residents, 8 total deaths. That number has not gone up recently. 24 hospitalizations and 87 positive residents. Our median age group here in Vero Beach in Indian River County is 64. And we have a lot more males getting it than females. So that's a good thing for us, or a bad thing, depending on whether you're a male or a female, I suppose. All righty, that's Indian River County. And so let's go down to the big one. This is the one that is always a big problem for us, and this would be Dade County. And here we are in Dade County. Dade County, well, they're down somewhat, but they still had 152 new cases on May the 2nd. 152 new cases on May the 2nd. And obviously today's May the 4th, so they lagged back just a little bit. Positive non-residents, 134. Deaths down there in Dade County and Miami, 369. 1,650 hospitalizations, 12,641 positive residents. And down there, the median age is 49, somewhat younger, if you will. And female versus male, more males than females are getting this. So that's what's going on in Dade County. Yes, it has come down. There wasn't a big spike there. The last spike we had recently was on April the 30th. And then the last spike prior to that big spike was on April the 25th. But still, we got some ways to go here, I suspect. Of course we do. Now let's move up to Broward County, which is Fort Lauderdale. All righty, folks, Broward County. So there was a big spike on April the 30th, and on May the 2nd, they added 60 cases. That's 60 new cases down there. And even though that's kind of a low number, and it looks like some of these other low numbers over here, that spike over there on April the 30th was not a good thing. 133 positive non-residents, 207 deaths, 1,014 hospitalizations, positive residents, 5,179. The median age group here, 50 years old, and there they have a few more males than females getting this COVID-19. That's Broward. Let's pop up to Palm Beach County. Here in Palm Beach County, let's take a look at what happened over here first. 52 new cases on May the 2nd, 52 new cases. And that popped up from May the 1st, where there was 38. Now there's 52. So there's a good reason why Governor DeSantis decided to keep Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach counties from opening up all the restaurants and things like that. 60 positive non-residents, 196 deaths, 462 hospitalizations, and testing positive was 3,070. The median age group here is 55 in Palm Beach County, and there the gender, male and female, are pretty much the same. Male 1545, female 1523. And now we're going to jump up from Palm Beach County to Martin County. In Martin County, that's Stewart, 11 positive non-residents, 6 deaths, 41 hospitalizations, positive residents 191. They popped up a little bit as well. Somebody's at my front door again. That's that Ring doorbell. Works very well. Sorry about that. 3 on May the 2nd. And prior to that, there was 1. And then they had a couple of spikes over here on April the 30th of 6 and April the 29th of 5. So it did pop up a little bit. We were hoping this one down here by 1s would become 1s and 0s. Unfortunately, not necessarily the case. So there's where we are in Martin County. That's Stewart. Yeah, it's a lot better than it was when they had 18 down there on April the 6th, a lot better. So May the 2nd, 3 new cases, but it is a pop-up there. The median age group there is 55, more males than females, 109 males, 82 females. That's Martin County. Now we'll go up to St. Lucie County. St. Lucie County is Fort Pierce, 8 positive non-residents, 24 deaths total, 73 hospitalizations, 249 positive residents. St. Lucie County, Fort Pierce is just beneath us here in Indian River County. And again, they came up a little bit. They had 5 on May the 2nd, and on May the 1st, they had 4, and on April the 30th, they had 2. Yes, these numbers are down significantly from when they had 18 back on April the 3rd, and they had 12 on April the 6th. But this came up, and we really want those to go down. So that's what's going on down there in St. Lucie County. Now we're going to go up to Brevard County. Brevard County is just north of us. I say this because a lot of the people who watch this are residents, or they're down here just for the winter season sometimes, or most of the time, and they don't know the names of these counties, but they do know the cities. So in the case of Brevard County, that is Melbourne, and that is just north of us as well. And positive non-residents 9, 8 deaths, 48 hospitalizations, positive residents 299. All right, they're down a little bit, so they only had 4 new ones on May the 2nd. May the 1st, they had 7 new ones, and for the previous day, they had a big spike on April the 29th of 14. The median age up there is 53, and there are more females getting it than males, 154 females, 145 males. That's Brevard. Now we're going to go up to Orange County. I'm trying to go through this as quickly as possible so I don't take up a lot of your time. I don't want you to think this is like ball scores. This is very serious stuff here, but I also don't want to end up having a 30-minute program for you. 66 positive non-residents, 35 deaths in Orlando, 248 hospitalizations, 1,368 positive residents, and they're down. They only had 12 new cases on May the 2nd. They had 18 on May the 1st, and then 21 on April the 29th. So, yes, we are going in the right direction, and look where they were back here on April the 1st. Right around the beginning of April, every one of these counties had a very high count. They had 106 on April the 1st. So getting down to only 12, that's good. It's still, as I say, every day, 12 too many. This is Orange County. The median age group up there is 45, and there are more males up there than females getting COVID-19. 702 males, 665 females. Let's take a look at the very big picture. This is the big picture here, folks. USA cases, 1,158,341. The deaths here in the United States, 67,686. As you will recall, there was a time when they were reporting that we were going to have as many as 200,000 deaths here in the United States. So if there's any silver lining here, it would appear that this is sounding better than what the original projections were, but 67,686 people dying in the United States is a lot of people dying from this COVID-19. Globally speaking, 3,524,121 total cases. Global deaths, 247,752. And we don't know that these numbers, these deaths are correct. And we don't even know that the global cases are correct. We know pretty much that Spain and Italy are reporting correctly. England, of course, and France are reporting correctly. But I don't know that we will ever know what happened in China, whether they will actually tell us exactly what had taken place. Okay, folks, so I only have a couple of little last-minute tidbits here. I want to remind you, this is important for you to remember. You have to remember this if you're a husband or even the kids. Remember that Mother's Day is this Sunday. Here's a sign. This was really good. You know, you see signs all over the place, and they're always kind of fun. Some of them are kind of fun, but it says, "Who hates speeding tickets? Please raise your right foot." Who hates speeding tickets? Please raise your right foot. I love that. I think that's very cool. Inspire others to do good, lead by example, and be your best self. Inspire others to do good, lead by example, and be your best self. And the road to success is dotted with many tempting parking spaces, said by Will Rogers. The road to success is dotted with many tempting parking spaces. Oh yeah, as you're working really hard, and every once in a while you get discouraged. I remember one time I was in the middle of a project, a tower project actually in Fort Lauderdale, and I was just absolutely, totally upset because it just didn't seem like it was ever going to happen. That was one day, and somebody said to me, "You have to have faith, Ron. You have to have faith. This is going to happen. You're on the right track. Just don't get discouraged. This is a teeny bit of a setback." Guess what? We signed the deal at midnight, and we needed to have it notarized, and it had to be notarized where? In a funeral home, because where do they have notaries all the time? Funeral homes. The deal got signed and everything went through, and it turned out to be a good project for all of us. And I always say, don't be a part of the problem. Always be a part of the solution. Don't be a part of the problem. Always be a part of the solution. Have a really great day today. Don't forget, if you had forgotten up until now, give me another like. I like those likes. You only give me one like. If you hit it the next time, it'll go away. So give me a like if you like it. Subscribe if you want to subscribe. You can unsubscribe anytime. I don't have your email address or anything like that. Oh, one other thing. We're thinking about having a kind of a coming out party. Once this is all over, we get through phase 3 and the numbers are down to virtually nothing. We're going to have some sort of a celebration party here in Vero. We haven't decided exactly where it's going to be. We're going to probably have a couple of hundred people there, and we're going to put this thing on, and we're going to invite all of you folks, especially our next door neighbors, to come to our party. It's going to be, kind of a little cocktail party, wine and cheese and things such as that. It was suggested to me by some of our next door neighbors that might be a good idea to have a celebration. And wouldn't it be good to celebrate the fact that COVID-19 has been reduced down to virtually nothing? I think that would be a great time to celebrate. I'm looking forward to it, and I'll let you know more about it as we come up with more ideas. And if you have any more ideas about it, send me a message and let me know what you think about it. But I think it would be really great to do so. It was even suggested that we could turn it into some kind of a fundraiser to help people, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, have a really terrific Monday. Make it the best Monday you can remember in a long time, and the way you do that is helping someone else. Do whatever you can to do a good deed for the day. And have a really great day. And I got some more video coming up here on Victoria 5680 A1A. That's where I live. I love it. Check my hair out. See, told you about that haircut. Somebody said, "What happened to your hair?" I do have hair up here at the top of my head. Not much, but I do have a little. Have a great day.